Today it's all about tips and tricks for shopping at Ulta. That's coming up next. Welcome in, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. I'm really excited about today's video because we're talking about Ulta, which is one of my very favorite places to buy makeup. It's so doggone handy. Today I'm going to be sharing my favorites from Ulta and a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. And the best part is this is just one video in a whole series. I've joined together with my gal pals here on YouTube, and all of us are sharing our favorites from Ulta. Joining me is a whole host of wonderful mature beauty YouTubers, and I can't wait for you to watch their videos and for me to watch them too. We haven't shared before this, so I'm excited to go over and find out what their favorites are and what their best tips and tricks are. Joining me today is Kathy Over 50, Lisa Monique Beauty, Cat's Eye Beauty, Mrs. Melissa M, Mel C's Makeup and Style, and Tamara's Timeless Beauty. Each one of these ladies are so wonderful and so unique. If you don't know about them, you're going to be thrilled when you watch their videos. They're wonderful, they're informative, they're helpful, they're so knowledgeable. Truly, between all these wonderful women, you'll find out almost everything you need to know about mature makeup and skincare. Now let's jump into my favorites, and as always, all products that I mentioned today will be listed and linked below, so super easy for you to find. And with that, let's hop into it. Almost all of the things that I'm going to mention today I'm actually wearing on my face and on my body, so I'll point it out as I go along. The first is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 45. That's an awfully long title for a wonderful foundation. This is one of my very favorite foundations, and I picked it up at my local Ulta. The little gal there just helped me pick out the perfect shade, and I really do love it. The claim to fame for me for this foundation, and I am wearing it on my skin today, is that it really lasts well. In other words, when I want my makeup to look terrific for 12 hours, this is the foundation that I reach for. It goes on beautifully, it just blends out wonderfully, it doesn't give me that polka dot pores, and it looks terrific all day long. The SPF 45 does help, but of course we don't want to count on that. This is just a little added SPF. In this particular formula, I'm in 1N2 Ecru, and I think the color works really well for me. If you're looking for a wonderful foundation that always acts nice and lasts throughout the day, I can tell you my experience with the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue has been wonderful. Sticking with face products, I want to share the Tarte Ultra Creamy. This is their Shape Tape Concealer. This is the creamy version. It's the newer one that just came out. If you watch my channel a lot, you'll know that I have a total crush on this concealer. I have been on the great concealer hunt for several months now, and I think I've tried, oh my gosh, 30 or 40 concealers. I have a whole box of concealers that didn't make the cut. This right now is my absolute favorite. I love almost everything about this concealer. As a matter of fact, I can't think of anything that I don't love except the fact that it doesn't make my under eyes look like I'm 30. But maybe that's just a little bit too much to ask. This concealer covers really well. You need the tiniest amount. It blends in like a dream. It comes in a million colors, which is really important to me because I like to get a concealer that's lighter than my skin because I want my under eye area to be brighter than the rest of my face. It helps my eyes just look more wide awake. I like this concealer so much more than even when I first bought it. It seems to get better and better and better because I'm learning how to work with it more. I get so excited when I get to use this because I know how well it performs. I picked this up in the color 12N, and golly, it just works wonderfully for me. So definitely one of my Ulta favorites is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. The next on my list is kind of a favorite and kind of a tip. One of the things that I find so handy about Ulta is that I can pick up pencils that I can't seem to find anywhere else. I really enjoy the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencils, but by golly, when I go in store like at Walmart or CVS, they're always picked over and I can never find the colors that I want. It's nice for me to be able to go onto the Ulta website, go to the pencil section, and be able to order the brow pencils that are the right color for me. This grouping right here, you can see they're still in the packages. I actually picked these up in my local Ulta just recently because They were colors that are going to work for me, and I always grab them when I can find them in store. These are all from LA Girl. One of them is the Brow Bestie. I haven't tried this type of pencil yet, and this is of course the Shady Slim, which I love. The other thing that I really count on Ulta for is my lip liners. A couple of my favorite lip liners are the LA Girl lip liners and the NYX pencils. Again, when I'm in store and I see colors that are going to work for me, I grab them, but when I'm looking for a particular color, I can go online and find it. In the NYX pencils, a couple of my favorites are Tea and Cookies and Natural. And in the LA Girl, gosh, I have so many of these. These two are Nonstop Nude and Pinky. I love both of these colors. Of course, when we're talking about pencils, I can't leave out my L'Oreal Lay Liner. This is my go-to eyeliner pencil and what I'm wearing today. These are wonderful. They're a beautiful formula. They stay put, although I still can blend it out once I put it on so it doesn't dry down too quick. It's an automatic pencil, so I don't have to worry about sharpening these. When I see these in store, I stock up. They have a number of colors. I have them in brown and blue and lots of the black. The black is Noir, and it's kind of a dark grayish black, so it's not too stark, but it really does create a nice, beautiful line. The Lay Liners from L'Oreal, definitely one of my favorites. Another hot buy in my mind is the Sungasm highlighter from Catrice. I've been talking about this all summer. Look at how big this pan size is. I tell you, I could almost wear it for a hat. It's that big. I love this highlighter. I not only use this highlighter on my face, and I have it on today, but I often will use it on my body. Let me show you. I forgot to put it on here today. So I just put a little bit right there on my collarbones, just like that. And it gives me a little bit of glow. Isn't that pretty? I love this highlighter. One of the things that's a standout for me about this particular formula is how it blends in. It just blends in so beautifully and creates just this incredible glowy surface on your skin. It really is quite lovely. Very, very affordable, huge pan size. Absolutely love this. This is the Catrice Sungasm highlighter. Let's talk about blushes, and this is the blush that I'm wearing today. These are the little blushes from Revlon. This particular blush is in the color Ravishing Rose, and I think it's just the prettiest pink. It has a little bit of a peach undertone, sort of just a shimmery shift. It's really very, very pretty. I've been wearing this all summer long. You can see it right there. It just performs really, really beautifully. Another color that I love in this line is Apra Cute. It's a peachier color, but again, it just has that really pretty sort of shimmery shift to it. Beautiful color, blends in well, feels really silky on the skin. So definitely some of my favorite blushes. A new addition to Ulta, and I was so thrilled to see this. This is the line Kopari. Have you heard about Kopari yet? I talked about this in my recent favorites video. This is a new line, and they actually sent me some products in PR. I hadn't heard of the line before, probably because it just launched, I think. And I really, really like them. I have grown to rely on a lot of the products and am enjoying them so much. A couple standouts for me are this Kopari Coconut Spritz Mist. I actually have this on my skin today. What this is a little spray in here. Can you see it? I don't even know. It's a really, really fine mist. This you mist over your body. It has niacinamide in it, squalane, plus it puts the most beautiful glow on your skin. And it's different than the glow that my Nivea lotion gives me, and I can't really describe it. It's just different, and it is so very pretty. It has a very, very soft scent, and the claim to fame for Kopari is that they're super clean, all sustainably sourced. I mean, it's just a really clean, wonderful company. They're doing it right. Another product that I'm really enjoying from them is the Kopari Lip Glossy. These are very similar to the Aquaphor lip glosses, only in my mind a little bit better. They're a little bit slicker and glossier, and they come in these wonderful scents. I've been using the heck out of these. This stays in the little basket on my couch when I want to put on lip gloss for the evening or just when I'm hanging around the house. Everything that I've tried from them has been really wonderful. These are two standouts for me. And finally, I want to talk about my latest purchase from Ulta. I saw this in store, fell in love with it. They had a sample out there, but they didn't have any in stock. So I went back a couple of weeks later, which was just about a week and a half ago, and they had them in stock. This is the new Tartelette Juicy palette, and I'll tell you, I'm really having a lot of fun playing with it. That's what I have on my eyes today. You can see it's a beautiful kind of pink, goldy tone palette, Every color I tried so far is really, really good. I think I've put together now 4 or 5 looks with this palette, all of them different. This palette has all the things that I'm looking for in a palette. It has very, very light colors. It has the very, very dark colors. It has some beautiful pinks in here, a beautiful gold shade, a little bit of plum. Really, it is such a pretty palette. Today, I'm mostly just wearing the neutral colors in the palette, and you can see it's just a really glorious look. All the shadows have gone on really nicely pigmented. They blend out really well. I haven't had any fallout with them, so I'm really enjoying this new palette from Tarte. It is the Juicy palette. Those are some of my very favorites from Ulta and a few tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. I hope you found this fun, useful, and helpful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you go and stop by the other gals' channels. I can't wait to go look to find out what their favorites are as well. I'm sure I'm going to add a few things to my shopping list. If you're new here, make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you're interested in more makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 and over 60 woman, stop by prettyover50.com. There's a lot more great information just waiting for you there. You guys know it just tickles me when you take a few minutes out of your day to spend it with me. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a great day. Wear your sunscreen and all. See you in the next video. Bye now.